I have a few people on usually on social media that help me a great deal with investigating and do their own work. And Libby from Florida is doing some really great work looking into all of the real media campaigns of the relationship and of the monarchy I guess since the beginning of the Sussex relationship and how everything's unfolded to that seemingly aligns with what I'm saying about this whole outcome, that where the whole point of the relationship was to accept the transformation of a ceremonial traditionalist monarchy that was stuck and outdated and would go with any, I guess, that has no use, has no actual relevance, to go from that to a globalist political structure or restructure where their political statesmen, without calling it treason, which it is, because that's not meant to happen. Neither are commercial endeavors in America, which is what the monarchy is doing, with the king, the heir, and the spare, also paying for policy submissions in across the Commonwealth and Five Eyes. That's treason. But this is all a part of the transformation that we're normalizing and accepting because of this whole charade. People keep asking me, I still don't get why. I can understand in a sense why you don't get it, but at the same time, I'm surprised you can't see all of the things that are being played out at the same time. Maybe you're new to my channel, and that's probably why. Or maybe I'm not communicating it correctly or well enough. But that is the goal, and that is what's happened. So Libby has come across a series of productions by the same company called Tudor Productions in 2023, and it literally tells you the whole PR campaign, the players, the strategy, and the outcome. Basically, what the whole story that they want to convince you of and want to tell you, and what is the end game. And what's funny is literally about 5 documentaries were done in 2023, supposedly, by this one production company. And this one production company has one officer. The production company was created in 2022, talking about a fucking plant operation. And it's done by this guy, Brian Arbach, who's Danish, that has this production company, supposedly. And he hasn't posted anything since 2020. I don't even know if he's real. I don't know what the hell's going on. But this guy has a production company that was set up in 2022, that's called Tudor Productions, that is all about depicting the royal family. And then by 2023 has 5 launched documentaries or more. Okay. So let's go to this Tudor Productions website. And it's about modern films, modern audience, modern monarchy. So that's really the point of this production company, is it's to advertise and to reflect and promote the modernization of the royal family. It's surprising they have the Tudor Rose. I don't know about intellectual property or royal warrant regarding the Tudor Rose. I would presume it's protected. I don't know if it is, but it's interesting that they could use that. But this company, I will prove that it's not what it seems to be, especially under that Brian guy. So let's just I just wanted to show here. History on the screen. Tudor Productions is a London-based production company founded in 2021. Not true. It was registered in 2022. That specializes in fresh and engaging content that provides an insightful look at the history of the world's royal families. It's surprising because it only seems to reflect the British royal family. We are a young team of creatives is working hard. Grammar, not professionalized. This seems like a mock website to pretend that this is a legitimate company. But still British. These are the videos. Now, I want to click on the YouTube, because if you can see here, the only place that all of their videos is shown is this one channel here called Royalty TV. So I'm going to go to that channel, because you would assume or presume that Royalty TV is also the same team or group that are doing this whole production company. Why would there only be one channel that was also created in 2022 be promoting all of their productions? Go to Royalty TV channel, and it's talking about covering everything from ancient history to modern day. 10th of August 2022. And we're going videos from the oldest to see how the PR has played out. So initially it was to garner sympathy or a liking to Camilla. Then it was, of course, Harry and Meghan, Prince Harry, Diana. And then it goes to Meghan Markle, American Duchess, believe it or not. The family. Churchill, Thatcher. William and Harry, Unbreakable Bond. 2022, so they're literally telling you that their bond is unbreakable. Hold on. I should have if I play it, it's going to be a copyright issue. Hollywood princesses Grace and Meghan. Oh God, it's terrible. So anyway, I just kind of wanted you to get a grasp on this this channel and what it's promoting. I want to show you something here. There seems to be only a couple of production companies that are doing these productions. I want to show you the American Duchess one, obviously, because that's important. The fact that they're selling this, so this is a British production company. It's by the name of Entertain Me, or EM Productions, London-based, and they're calling her an American Duchess and selling it. That's the logo for EM Productions. I'm not going to play this video. You already know that this is all fabricated and orchestrated. It's just to prove something else. What I want to point to you is the majority of the productions I've seen down this list, and there may be more production companies, is EM Productions and Tudor Productions, and they're meant to be two different companies with two different agendas. So we're here on the Company's House UK. I've searched Entertain Me Productions. York House, 1C Grave Road, London. I'm more interested in the people that are the officers, 2 current officers. Brian Harbeck. What do you know? Oh, and look who it is. Barbara Cahan. Do you remember my Megxit video about Barbara? She died, she passed away in, was it 2000 and something? And has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of companies registered under her name that are shell companies that are usually involved with the Home Office, UK, with intelligence, that are always somehow connected to the royal family. Yeah. She did resign, didn't she? Oh, but she resigned the same day that she was appointed. So now we know. Now we know. This guy was appointed in 2011 as a director, Danish, 1975. My math ain't mathin' today, so. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, there you go. And then we look up Tudor Productions. Oh, it's the same address, incorporated in 2022, so not 2021. The people, there's one, and it's the same guy that we saw on social media. And if we click on him, he also has a company supposedly called Blackstone Entertainment, different address. Rune Art Properties Limited, active, the same address as the 2 other companies. Tudor Productions, correspondence address, that's not the same address listed. Oh, and Entertain Me. Appointed on 31st of March 2022. I thought it was 2011. How very interesting. Let's go Blackstone. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to Rune Art. Buying and selling of own real estate, other letting and operating of own or leased real estate. So always this one guy. Anyway, so I've just proven to you that both of those production companies are under the same person, which seems to be under shell companies connected to the royal family. Barbara Cahan was also connected to the registration of the shell companies for the Sussex duo. I can't remember, was it Travelist? I'm not sure which one it was, but I've proven that to you in the Megxit video. I can send a link down below if that would help. So you've got this situation happening here where it's a setup. All of these productions are setups, and I'm literally proving to you the direct relationship between the royal family, these registration of these companies that are supposedly independent, that produce these films, that are literally, Tudor Productions is created in 2022, and by 2023 has a huge number of productions already launched with people like Katie Nicholl, Jobson, etc., etc. So they've been busy, whoever these real people are under these production companies. So I'm going on IMDb and I'm searching for how many films have been produced by Tudor Productions since 2022 when they were registered. And it looks to me, well, it says the results are 192 results. You've got the story of Nintendo, which is weird, and some other things, but you've got Anne Boleyn, you've got Elizabeth, Tudor Queen. But this is all, see, if you look at the years, 2022, 2023, I just want you to see the anomaly of the the scale of the productions that have been done by this shell company. Oh, so they did Meghan Markle Unforgiven 2023, Unforgiven, but also in 2022 the complete story, because we haven't heard enough of it. Joker, Harry. This is crazy, isn't it? William and Kate becoming the Prince and Princess of Wales. It covers the whole family. The new royals, the young ones. Prince of Wales, King in Waiting, 2023. How the Windsor Survived World War II, 2023. Princess Margaret, 2023. Tragedy of Princess Di, 2023. Beatrice and Eugenie, 2023. Sarah Ferguson, 2023. The Monarchy of Spain. Oh, okay, they're trying. 2023. Early, yeah. Just keeps going. Meghan and Kate, Women of Windsor, 2023. So Meghan is still considered a woman of Windsor by that point. A New Life in Hollywood, that was that one I showed you before. Queen on Screen, Churchill and the Queen, 50 more. Amazing, right? Charles in the Shadow of the Crown, okay. Dressing like Meghan Markle, God. King and Queen, The New Monarchs, 2023. And the reason why I'm going down, and I know I've proven my point, but I go down to show you just the different narratives drawn out. 50 more. No, I can't do 50 more. I want to go back to that Megan and because I actually want to see who's involved, what the blurb is. There it is. Paul Burrell. Oh, God. Why is that guy who was a butler to Lady Diana, Princess Diana, why is he involved in anything? Okay, Nickel. Royal Nickel, okay. Oh, Camilla. So the same old, same old, same old, same old. It's all the same storyline. While one represents tradition and the other modernity, this is dialectic deception. Do you see the good cop versus bad cop? You will see in this whole strategy played out by the royal family via this Shell production company or companies that there is initially a dialectic deception of as I've pointed out in my last video and the whole first mockumentary, there was an intentional PR campaign of dialectic deception between Todge and also his wife representing modernism and chaos and values. At the same time, they're pushing globalism. And then you've got the heir and his wife who represent traditionalism while also pushing globalism and good values and order. So there's order, traditionalism, good values on morality, humanity, and order. Yeah. Traditionalism. That's the heir and his wife, and then the spare and his wife is modernism and chaos and the opposite, but they're both at the same time pushing the same operations and the same outcome as per the Megxit plan and as per their Royal Foundation agenda back in 2017 to 2019 that the push was the Megxit plan was going to happen and create distraction while the Todge's American Travelist will be launched, and through that persona of modernism and values and chaos and and then under order and traditionalism, but still innovation and moving forward and making change within the royal family and the monarchy and how it's to be represented. William was going to bring forth Earthshot. And that was a part of the actual plan. So both brothers had companies and endeavours. Travelers obviously isn't meant to really mean anything other than its own hidden uses, shall we say. And the heirs' endeavours are meant to mean everything because you're meant to choose that side, because that was the whole point. literally the spare was the spare, he was the fall guy. And in the end, the traditionalist monarchy will prevail because you will choose it and you will normalize and accept what's happening because they're just modernizing, but not to the point of modernizing like Todge and his wife did, which was just pure chaos. So you're choosing order amidst or amongst chaos. You're choosing that and you're making that right choice. Despite that really not even mattering whatsoever, they've made it matter, and this is a complete psyop. And so you're choosing one side over the other with the same end game. And you're accepting it a lot more than you did because it's like, well, they're still helping humanity out a lot more, and they're selfless and they're orderly and they're traditionalist, and that's what we need right now in a chaotic world. Do you think they didn't know that this was coming? That all of these plays were going to be revealed in these years, and that's why Nut was created? This is the whole point. Both Travelers and Earthshot are American endeavors. The trademark applications, the commercial endeavors, the political endeavors for both brothers are in America, and have been played in many, many countries, including my own in Australia. But there's also Canada, there's UK, there's New Zealand as well. And they're always involved. But then you've got India, you've got Africa, you've got a lot of continents and countries that are completely affected by all of this. So you've got here the play of the dialectic deception, but the PR campaign of what this was all about. They were meant to play sides, and then once Nut is removed, it's like a psyop within a psyop. It's like there's a bad cop, Tudge and Nut, but Tudge is only bad cop because of Nut. And once she's removed and they've separated, or justice will be served in your fake little drama and lust for vengeance over absolutely nothing that's been completely fabricated and created from nothing by a PR campaign of the royal family, you're going to be, oh, yes, oh, the brothers are back. Oh, my God, can you see them together, like doing the Lord's work, doing royal duties, now on a globalist front, politically interfering, and they will be untouchable. They are untouchable now, but they will be literally untouchable because you would already be validating everything that that you're seeing before you. So the entry of Kate Middleton Chancellor is viewed by the public and has been hailed as a new era for the crown. So the entry of, see how they're actually saying that they're two sides of one coin, and that both of them are necessary to bring in the new era for the crown, to bring in this new globalist era and the new way, the modern traditionalism of the monarchy, keeping its traditionalist values and order and imagery and values that they uphold, because that is the right thing to do and everything that's right in this world compared to all the chaos that we're suffering and everything we're suffering, while modernizing and bringing that spin into it and going, this is good for us. This is what's necessary for the royal family and for me and the royal family together in unison. But the women have been dedicated to their duties as representatives of the crown. Release date, February 21st, 2023. They've just told you that they represent the crown, that they are agents of the crown. And they're not talking about the crown, the monarchy. They're talking about the crown. A higher order. Yeah. So the whole, the Freemasonry symbolism and all of that stuff, that's all connected to the crown. So they're saying that really Nat has been a crown agent from the get-go, and has been used to implement this agenda, and she's dedicated herself, as well as Catherine has, to this endgame of modernizing this firm, this institution, and making sure that it will be a part of the globalist empire that is about to be brought in, or is being brought in, and to do it successfully. So they're actually not enemies, they're not sides, they're one side, they're a uni-party, just like every politician, like every puppet we see on here, mostly as well, and alt media, mainstream media. There's no sides. They're all uni-party working for the crown. The crown is what owns our nations. That was established by the New Zealand former Prime Minister. So, yeah, there you go. They're literally saying this. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And yes, the crown is related to the three pillars, Washington, D.C. Being the military pillar. It is a nation by law separate to the US, the Vatican separate to Italy as the religion headquarters, so military religion, and then you've got the financial headquarters of City of London, which is also by law separate to the UK. Under all Roman law, and then you've got Chatham House, which is the political governance of our world, who their branches are, whatever branches are leading policy in every nation, like the AIIA here, the Australian Institute of International Affairs. And then you've got the Council of Foreign Relations in the US. And it just goes on. So you can find your branch wherever you live, and there will be one. Both the women have been dedicated to their duties as representatives of the crown. I just can't believe they've said that. That's a really, that's huge. That's really huge. Crown agents. So that even introduces the idea that Catherine is a contractual agreement and arrangement. And role models to the public, and have built their own paths to mould the monarchy for a new generation. This is Meghan and Kate, women of Windsor. So they're trying to modernise the monarchy with these two women, both with the implementation, the dual, simultaneous implementation of traditionalism and modernity. Initially, you're meant to pick a side. You're meant to say that one is weak, one is good, one is bad, but they are both here to stay. But you're going to see whoever, there'll be identity constructs sacrificed for this to play out and have this kind of in the end, the outcome and the end game will be the same, which is what's happening now. There will be a globalist monarchy, and they will be successful in changing, implementing policy, in representing the crown politically, and all sorts of things. So they're just running it now. So here it is, modern monarchy. Todge and Nut also representing modern monarchy. This is one of their documentaries as well. As you can see here, Brian is there with Jordan Hill, whoever that is. Camera and electrical department. Now let's have a look into this. 2023, of course. The world's most admirable couple. Jesus, give me a bath bag. That's it. So it's just fluff. But that's meant to represent, I think it's fluff because it's meant to, that is the identity branding. Oh, no. I don't know what I did there. No. Jesus Christ. That's the identity branding of that is being portrayed. They're meant to represent modernity. Yeah, top cast. Sure. And so then you see the transfer, just through these documentaries, you see the transfer of the modern couple to the modern king. That's interesting because he's been dedicated to his duty to the British people as a future king, which is interesting because it doesn't say he's been dedicated to the crown. Slight difference there. Now let's have a read. The life of Prince William has been dedicated to the British people, and as the modern face of this classic tradition, see the implementation of both traditionalism, good cop, and modernity, bad cop, but not so bad cop because it's still under the one and only heir with Earthshot, with the right stuff, the good stuff, compared to chaos and drug abuse and just Harry. Prince William will ascend to the throne with a chance to bring the monarchy into the 21st century. It's been the 21st century for some time now. For some time. That's really just a facade. It's to bring it into the order. But I like their choice. See how much they need to protect him? He is dedicated to his duty to the British people rather than the crown. But this is all about the crown and his duty to the crown and his dedication to his role under the crown. So it's just interesting how they choose their wording very, 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 very wisely. Let's see who's involved. Ugh, I keep having that face. Let's get back. Top cast, I bet you it's the same old. Robert Jobson. Katie Nicholl. Ingrid Seward. I think that was that woman that told us that the Queen had died earlier. Anything more? Not at the moment. Top cast. Sure. Top cast. And then I think there's future of the monarchy. And you can just see how this is all playing out. All the same year. It's a very talented production company. Grant Harold, Robert Jobson. He's in every single one. So this is really, do you see the kind of like the whole storyline being played out before you under these productions, whether important or not? It's a whole narrative being played out. Now, this is really the crux, the meatballs to our spaghetti. All right, the monarchy has evolved and has undergone a huge deal of change over the last 1,000 years. I would say over the last couple of years, namely, since their contract nut had arrived, because they needed that to bring in the clash of the modernity, the good cop, bad cop deception. And before that, they had really nothing, because Todge, and there was no means to break up or to divide the brothers at all. They couldn't just blame the firm. They had to have something else to come in between, to be a tool, a use, a means. Queen Elizabeth, I'm going to change. The line of succession is one that is looking sharp, but it's also one that is bound to change. Wink. The examples of the previous monarchs continue to build strong relationships for the generations of monarchs to come. That really doesn't say much. It's not really meant to say much, but that it is about change. It's about a changing monarchy that is due for change. Change beyond the 21st century and beyond what we could ever imagine. And it's happening before us. We just see it in terms of Earthshot, or in terms of what Nut is wearing, or photoshops by the royal family, or by these shallow, generalized things that can be normalized and accepted, even if it's terrible. For example, the mold in the apartments that are owned by the royal family. They're just telling you they own all of this property, but that's cool, because that's not the issue. The issue is the mold in the places, and they should really abdicate, because there's mold in these places that should be taken care of. Stuff like that, that's meant to just really trivialize all of this that's been happening. That's really the goal of that. So yeah, thank you, Libby, who has shown me these productions and this production company. But yeah, it's all the same stuff. Barbara Cahan's involved, R.I.P. Barbara, and the Endgame is apparent. If you want to look into these documentaries and see the paths of the PR campaign, and literally what they're telling you of the brand identities of the monarchy, the spare and the heir, and how this dialectic deception has been played out to actually integrate both the identity of Todge and the identity of the heir into the identity of the monarchy, the future identity of the monarchy, and what it's transforming and morphing into. That I really suggest you do that. Libby's work has also shown me to this documentary here that we did see in the list. This is by the same production company. 2022 November, Crown in Crisis, Exit, and it is about the Megxit narrative. Now, what's key here is it tells you that really the transparency of the PR campaign of Nut's identity and the couple's identity of Sussex, and what the endgame was, alongside the identity portrayed of the heir and his wife, and the whole playoffs, that in fact they are not playing off genuinely and realistically over a lover's tiff. They are there to represent what the monarchy will be and will become by 2025. And it says, but according to historians and cultural scholars, the royal existence of the couple, the royal existence that they sought to escape by moving to Montecito, supposedly, will follow the couple. So 2022, they're stating this. So it's already planned and mapped out. And also, it's just a story. It's just a story and a plan and a PR campaign. So despite whatever they do, their royal duties and Todger's call for home will just come through, and his need to be there for his family and missing his home. It will come through no matter what. And he will always be a working royal, and his determination and Nut's determination of being crown agents will always shine through. And that is their job. That never left. They didn't escape from that. But this will be a complete and utter U-turn back into the royal fold. They're stating this, that they can never really escape the royal family by 2022. They can never really escape it because they never will. That is conclusive. They're literally telling you that the identities of Nut and Todger in the US are complete and utter constructs and controlled, managed, as Jobson says. And the royal family in turn is likely to be defined by their new life, by the Sussex's new life. I'm guessing the nexus of celebrity, entertainment, and activism. So again, they're using that. They've defined how modernism will be for the monarchy, and they've done so through the use of the Sussex couple. And then they've launched Earthshot. And then they've launched all of their modernistic appeal and their political and commercial infiltration abroad. And they're normalizing it through this PR campaign. But it's not this is really the essence of the dialectic deception. It is not a good versus bad. In essence, they're saying that Todge and Nut are identified still by the traditionalism. Pretty much their existence is the royal family and will always be, which is a given, and that they will always come back into the royal fold, and that the identity of the heir and the monarchy and its state will always be defined by the identity of Nut and Todge, because that will be the modernity that is being brought into the monarchy. But it will also be the good option, as I've said before. Do you see how they've? This is how it's an excellent and very intelligent PR campaign. That's why you keep asking why. That's why you keep asking if the royal family are involved. Like, but was the Queen involved? The Megxit plan was done by 2017. The Queen was still alive and well at that point in 2017. Of course, the whole family know they're a part of it. They're the ones orchestrating it. You think the spare doesn't know? The heir doesn't know? You think the Queen didn't know? With her private secretary writing up Megxit? Yeah. This is it.